We've all been there, right? You're deep into your work or maybe a game, and then it starts. Your laptop gets super hot, the fan starts screaming, and everything just grinds to a halt. So frustrating. Well, today we're going to tackle that head on. Let's dive in and get your machine running cool and quiet again.
Does this sound familiar? Your laptop fan sounds like it's preparing for takeoff, the bottom feels more like a skillet than a computer, and every single click feels like it takes an eternity. If you're nodding along right now, you are in exactly the right place.
You know, these things aren't just random annoyances. They are classic, textbook signs that your laptop's cooling system is literally being choked by dust. Just imagine wrapping a thick, fuzzy blanket around its insides. That's what's happening. All that heat gets trapped, forcing the fan to work overtime, and it's just not a sustainable situation.
So, where do we start? Well, the first line of attack is simple, it's safe, and it's something anyone can do. We're talking about a basic cleaning of the external vents. Think of it as first aid for your overheated laptop. Let's walk through exactly how to do it.
All right, now the process here is really important, so listen up. First, and I cannot say this enough, completely shut down and unplug your laptop. Safety first, always. Then find the vents. They're usually on the sides, back, or bottom. Now grab a can of compressed air. And here is the golden rule. Keep that can upright. If you tilt it, you can spray freezing cold liquid right into your machine, and that is a recipe for disaster. You want to use short, controlled bursts of air and make sure you angle the nozzle to blow the dust out and away from the laptop, not push it further inside.
Okay, time for a little reality check. It's super important to set our expectations here. Cleaning the vents from the outside, it's great for routine maintenance. It'll get rid of the loose surface dust, and yeah, you might see a small improvement. But for that really packed-in, stubborn gunk that's causing this serious overheating, this is just a temporary fix. To get real results, you've got to go inside.
Now, before you even dream of grabbing a screwdriver, we need to cover the big don'ts. This is the part of our little explainer where you really need to pay attention, because making one of these common mistakes can turn your laptop into a very expensive paperweight.
I hear this question all the time. Hey, I've cleaned the vents, but it's still hot. Why can't I just use my vacuum cleaner? And on the surface, it kind of makes sense, right? Suction should pull the dust out. But please, I'm begging you, whatever you do not do this. It is one of the absolute worst things you can do to your computer.
And here's why. That plastic nozzle on your vacuum cleaner builds up a ton of static electricity as air rushes past it. And it only takes one tiny, invisible zap from that static charge to completely fry the delicate little components on your motherboard. It's a risk that is just not worth taking. So let me be crystal clear. No vacuums, ever.
Okay, next up. What about those software fixes? You've probably seen them advertised. Programs that claim they can clean your fan just by spinning it at maximum speed. The idea is that it'll just blow all the dust out. Well, the verdict from the experts is pretty clear. It's basically useless. That dust we're trying to get rid of isn't loose and fluffy. It's caked on there. It's sticky. It's mixed with lint and hair. Just spinning the fan really fast isn't going to dislodge it. That's like trying to clean a dirty dish by just shaking it around. It's just not going to work.
All right, one final and very crucial warning. Your warranty. The moment you unscrew that back panel and open the case, you can pretty much kiss that manufacturer warranty goodbye. So before you get any further, do yourself a huge favor. Check your laptop's warranty status.
So, you've done the external clean, you've avoided the vacuums and the bogus software, but your laptop is still running hot. That means it's time to bring out the big guns. It's time for the real solution, the deep clean. This is how we actually solve the problem for good.
And here's why it's so necessary. The real villain in this story is a thick, felt-like mat of dust, hair, and gunk that gets completely plastered onto the fan blades and, crucially, the heatsink. That heatsink is a little radiator with tiny metal fins that pull heat away from your processor. When that thing gets clogged, the heat has absolutely nowhere to go, and a quick spray of air from the outside just can't reach it. And this brings us to a fork in the road. You know a deep clean is what your laptop needs. So now you have two choices. You can take it to a professional, or you can roll up your sleeves and do it yourself. Let's break down both options. This is where you really need to have an honest chat with yourself about your skill level. The safest bet, hands down, is taking it to a professional repair shop. If you're not comfortable opening up electronics, this is absolutely the right call. But if you're feeling adventurous and you've done this kind of thing before, the DIY route is totally an option. Just be sure you have the right tools, you find a good video tutorial for your exact laptop model, and, this is the most important step of all, you disconnect the internal battery before you touch anything else. Seriously, that's non-negotiable.
And there you have it. You know why your laptop is overheating, you know the dangerous mistakes to avoid, and you know the 2 clear paths to fixing it properly. So the only question left is, what are you going to do to finally help your laptop breathe easy again?